Hello there everyone, welcome back to Hercule Poirot Early Cases. This is the gaming gaff. Last time we entered Madame Von Le Bitch's house and she was rude as hell and she missed a bracelet and it was probably us because after hearing her talk I wanted to steal all her shit. So we're going to continue with Angeline. I haven't done anything that's picked up exactly where it left off.
But by all means, fire away.
What?
Is one bracelet not enough?
Girl, if it's a break-in, they would have stolen all your shit.
I have checked everywhere. You can ask Elizabeth if you don't believe me. It is only my bracelet that is missing.
It's probably your mom.
As I have stated, it is
Because he loved her more than the mom. Jealousy, perhaps?
I discovered a further missing piece later. You have been ungrateful.
Uh-huh. Okay, Elizabeth time. But I have to go potty. I have to take a fat dump. What do you mean it's not essential? I have to release my bowels. It is essential. Disgusting. Beat your ass. Okay, I was like, is there a cutscene coming up? Why did it do that?
Certainly, officer. Now I think of it, I don't recall seeing her memento tin.
Memento tin?
She holds her keepsakes from her father and other gifts or tokens in it. She has such a wonderful collection. She's very lucky. She normally keeps it close, but I didn't see it this morning.
Interesting.
Merci.
It's probably Florette because she's been... Florette was probably in love with the other housekeeper or something. No?
Certainly, officer. Madame is the one with the refined taste. Angeline and I are much more partial to a simple love story.
Ooh. Is Shakespeare simple love story though? I have to ask. I don't think so.
Aren't we all? Romeo and Juliet, the most famous of love stories.
Alright, here's the tea.
I do enjoy it so. The passion, the romance. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Madame has a copy upstairs in the main hall.
Merci.
Thank you. That's probably where the key is, to be quite honest. You dumb police officer. Okay, well, I'll just wait for someone else to come here. You fool. Do I have to break her shit? Because I'll do it. I'll break to get into it. Ha. Ha, I got your key now.
Finally, it is unlocked.
She should have hit it better.
What exactly do you think you are doing?
If I am to serve justice,
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that. If you wish to listen to her feeble attempts to explain herself, so be it.
everyone deserves to tell their side of the story. Whether it...
Yeah, you're just a feeble person. I want to go in the kitchen for a snack. Well, at least she's not locked in this nice-ass room. Sorry, you're crying. Why don't you just escape through the window? Just jump out. Oh, you're left with the food. Lucky. Okay, am I not allowed? Poor girl.
Mademoiselle Florette, I presume.
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong. You can't take me away.
Please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my duty to investigate all avenues. Ah bon?
Relax. So you don't think of...
As of this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will certainly help your case either way.
I didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it. Madame was so angry. She wouldn't listen to me.
Are those bugs coming through the window? That's nasty.
There must be some reasoning behind her accusation.
How could I have taken it? I've been in town most of the morning. I was even late coming back. Then I was preparing breakfast. Rien
From what I understand of Madame van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned late for breakfast.
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight in the lounge until breakfast was over. Didn't want to put my head near her jaws while she was still hungry.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances. And you did not go upstairs at all.
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I was too scared to blink the wrong way. Never mind stamping upstairs. I must just be slow, monsieur. My mother always said I moved like the snail. Maybe I was just happy to be out of the house. Now I am being accused of avoiding my duties? Mais enfin!
Merci. I shall...
Gosens? Mended sleeve, replace button, inline tear, right breast pocket, middle breast, torn shoulder. Huh, I wonder if because that woman, when she threw herself out the window, vintage would fetch quite a price. It's probably the woman because they said she had refined tastes. So obviously it has to be her. My aunt. Luke. Ooh, Elizabeth, because it's not Florette.
Aha.
A poker stand without a fire poker. Ooh. Ooh, a selection of pastries. Don't mind if I do. Boulangerie? What the heck is that? A wrapped parcel. Probably has. EP? Elizabeth's a nasty black spot, smudged the parent. Okay, let's see. That's her. A fine-tooth comb. Did my thumb. A formal notice of 30 days from the date to make a full payment on the outstanding balance. Revoke your service if you'd like to discuss the matter. Mr. Beaumont. Oh, that's why the phone doesn't work. Because she has Cox cable and she doesn't want to pay the bill. Coincidence? I think not, actually. You're found out, girl.
Anything to show you I didn't do it. And madame, I need this job, monsieur.
This sounds like it's going in a naughty direction. Anything, wow.
Yes. Another thing on my to-do list. I'm afraid it's not in the same condition as when I picked it up.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't mind having to get it.
Merci.
Uh-huh. I'll be back, don't you worry. I'll be back with your drunk ass. Beat you up. She's just standing there, She's just... Patrick, what is he doing? He's just standing there, menacingly. That's what Bush, whatever her name is. I don't even care anymore. She's irrelevant.
Certainly, officer. The lounge?
Oui, it is.
Oh. Madame is under a great deal of strain.
And this morning, it sounds as though it was such an occasion.
It's not the first time I have had to stand and watch such treatment. I hate to see it. As I said, Madame hasn't had the easiest time. Madame's scolding of Fleurette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish you could see that Fleurette is just trying to do her best.
Could there have been
Madame was not happy Fleurette was late. All through breakfast, Madame was watching her with a piercing eye. But she's still learning the way.
Uh-huh.
Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before getting started on tidying her room as neat as a pin.
and the bracelet was still there when you left the room for breakfast.
I'm sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Officer,
Caught your ass, bitch.
how could I not be? I may not enjoy his other work.
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's star-crossed lovers to yourself and your dearest.
But I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law. It is my duty to uncover the truth.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer, I have found my soulmate.
That's sweet.
At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that could change. I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman. But once I knew his feelings reciprocated my own, why shouldn't I have followed my heart?
Love transcends professional and societal rules.
Mm-hmm.
The thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do so in secret. The summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. And it was one such evening that Luke was waiting for me in the gazebo. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared, he had barely started reading and I was already a blubbering mess, standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun. He asked for my hand, and I gave him my heart with no hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I've been...
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love.
He's jealous.
But you are correct.
We are
While the
so
average
jealous of
person
you.
my work is not yet complete.
Well, the character, not me. I already have my husband. I mean, fiance technically, but husband soon. Fingers crossed. Collectible? What?
Merci, mademoiselle.
Your assistants have been pourquoi?
I should not be surprised by my...
Certainly, officer. Why, yes, officer. I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angelique's sleeve at breakfast. You are a great detective.
She did it. It was her.
You're not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself, I imagine Madame would not allow even the smallest imperfection.
It baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it before Madame, and a good thing I did.
The poker table. Okay, so it was the stain. Let's see. Where is the freaking poker? Abandoned poker. Poker was moved.
I cannot see the logic in this. I must act on thought and... I must take a different approach.
Oh.
What a revelation.
Interesting. Let's see. The bracelet. Now this is with the poker, right?
pieces of the puzzle.
Uh-huh. We're almost done with this, y'all. I'm pretty sure. You know, I think I said it in the very first episode, last episode, where I was like, I think it's this person.
Really, officer, you are what? If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest you stop wasting my time further and just get on with it.
And I whoop. Okay, let's see. This is why you gotta know the characters.
I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her guilt. It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you the Van den Bosch name is as strong and prevalent as it has always been. I have tried my best to provide for Angelique, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed. It is my burden to carry.
We haven't discussed anything,
You
no.
are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that can be asked of you.
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second-rate officer speaking such drivel.
Twerks. Time to continue my investigation elsewhere. Good. Was she standing on something? Can we go in the kitchen now? It is essential. It truly is. Hello? Oh, she's looking out the window, that's
The
fine.
longer you're here, the further the criminal...
Child.
Maman is never happy with anything these days. Also, Florette does have a habit of not doing things exactly how Maman wants them done.
Mama.
And how does she react when she sees Florette not doing things the correct way?
Maman has a temperament of a Kit Kat. Florette has often been on the wrong side of it.
Oh,
And that is
poor
how she
girl.
responded today?
She was shouting at her, and when Florette would not admit she took the bracelet, Maman really lost her temper. I have not seen her that angry before.
You have been of great help.
She wants her to admit it, even though I think this is probably just about done. We got one more objective to do, I believe. And then we can get out of this rich-ass house. That's not even really a rich mansion because there's only 4 rooms. Who does that? Okay, time to talk to... Who do I talk to? Inspect the chimney in Angeline's bedroom. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I should probably read better, huh?
Oh.
What? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, okay, I can barely read this, jeez.
Things are beginning to...
Oh, there we go. Huh. Yes. Angeline. Interesting. Just talk to Elizabeth. I love how she's turned away and we're like, we're just gonna search the fireplace for animals. So all this evidence was supposed to mislead us to think it was Madame Van Bosch.
Certainly, officer. You have found the culprit.
Everything will be revealed in good time.
Of course.
It is you.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone.
She stormed past me not long ago, and I've not...
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have this morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol. Until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected burglary and a missing...
Angeline looks creepy as hell. Look at those eyes.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. So I turned my focus to those in the house. You, Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high. I do my best.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work. Not to be spoken to in such a cruel and vicious way.
Monsieur?
I refer to how poorly Madame Van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but belittle you.
She beats that ass, girl.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, mademoiselle.
Yeah, relax.
All the while, mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered you. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some retribution.
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been silenced for so long.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish.
I was only trying to help Lizzie.
You must have known how Madame would have reacted to your late return, especially...
She's angry at whatever I do.
But nonetheless, you were willing to help a colleague, a friend, knowing what the repercussions could be. And that show of loyalty to your friend has been the thing that proved your innocence.
Monsieur?
Because of such willingness to help, you were delayed in town, meaning you had no viable way of taking the bracelet from Mademoiselle Angeline's room. There was simply no opportunity.
I told you. Maybe now Madame will believe me.
Ooh.
It is evidence not even she can ignore. Which then leads us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Van den Bosch family for quite some time now, correct?
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow members of the house staff, would you say?
Of course. And I certainly hope they feel the same.
Yes.
You yourself told me Madame Van den Bosch would not.
Elizabeth? What is he talking about?
Damn, we're spilling some tea. Y'all are gonna be fired.
Love that is reminiscent of Romeo and Juliet. One that must remain hidden from the world from fear of expulsion.
If you don't stop, I will tell Maman. You can't speak to her like that.
It may be a tone you do not like, but it is no worse than your maman's ruling that forced them into secrecy to begin with.
Boom, microphone drop.
This isn't how I wanted you to find out. We couldn't risk Madame finding out. I don't know what we would do without this house.
What are you talking about, Elizabeth?
Luke and I, we're in love.
Luke? The gardener? But why wouldn't you tell me?
For fear of Madame and her rule, and if neither of you had employment, there would be no way to pay for a wedding, perhaps.
It was never our plan to go behind yours or Madame's back. You must believe me.
You two are to wed?
Yes. Well, no. Not today, as Officer Poirot suspects. Please, it's not what you think.
It is not always what one thinks, or how something may appear. Rather, where the evidence points. And that is to Mademoiselle Angeline.
Oh.
I have nothing to say. How dare you speak to me like that? You have no idea what you are talking about. You can't actually believe I would hide.
If you didn't, explain to me how your memento tin with the bracelet inside came to be lodged inside the chimney of your bedroom fireplace.
You have no proof I put it there.
Girl?
Besides you being the only one in the room alone. Even after finding the bracelet, I still did not know why you had done it. Until I contemplated why Madame was selling so many heirlooms and art.
Oh. She was selling it to pay for the bills, and she hid it because she didn't want her mom to sell it because it was insured and she can get money for it.
You had no right to snoop through our house in the first place.
Girl?
When it is part of my investigation, I have every right, mademoiselle. The unpaid bills and final notice from the telephone company.
Maman can do what she wants with her art. That means nothing.
But when there was no more art to sell, what then? You could not risk her taking your father's bracelet and selling it.
Uh-huh.
So, you staged a burglary pretending it had been taken, preventing her from selling it. Then you stood back as the innocent Florette paid the price.
She didn't think about me at all. She was going to take my bracelet and sell it off. It would have just ended up on some old wrinkly wrist.
Girl, what are you gonna be in 50
I
years?
didn't think Maman would blame her. I didn't think she would do anything.
But she did. And somehow that evidently didn't cross your mind. When Madame returns, you shall have it all to explain.
Maman can't know what I've done. She will be furious.
Not as furious as Florette, girl.
But Mademoiselle Florette will be proved innocent. And that is what is important. No crime has been committed. So I see no reason why this should continue any longer.
Yeah, we
It
solved
is
the
time to
case, I
consider
think.
the consequences of your action. And now, you must face them head on.
Maman, you're home.
She's gonna throw her out the window like Trunchbull and that blonde hair girl. The pigtails.
Of course I am. And I brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Oh, you fool. You're too late.
Major, I can assure you,
From what I have heard, you are puffed.
the missing bracelet has been found.
I'm well aware that the maid servant was behind it all.
You dumb bitch.
Yet I see her standing as free and...
I am sure Madame Van den Bosch has informed you.
Excuse me?
Yorks, why did you fart?
After conducting a full investigation,
What a bitch.
the evidence and facts led me to deduce.
I certainly hope.
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is...
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that sticky-fingered girl.
No, that's Elizabeth. But psh.
Perhaps it would benefit you to remember you are...
I was a Poirot. Madame Van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me alone.
Major, with all...
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an officer of the law. Insubordination like this will not...
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation and...
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise to remember who is close friends with your commanding officer.
He's disgusting.
After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of Officer Poirot.
I will shoot you too. Have you not seen the papers? You don't know me. I will get transferred again. Hopefully to London. You don't know.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort them
Right away.
That's the... That is so stupid.
I'm Sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I...
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's actions.
True mood.
To clear your name.
What can you do now?
A crime that was never committed.
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested.
Sure, I should have known better than to expect anything else.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eye,
But that doesn't help my...
that I cannot say.
Is that how it was supposed to end? Or like what?